This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Some breathing room. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Chambers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Come on, let's
So the D-line's going to spread out. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on Ringo.
Come on, let's go! Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield and get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Strong right.
Come on, let's go! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Let's go! Flex round!
He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go! Flex round!
On second down, it's Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go! 38!
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go. 180. Hey, we got four.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Hey, here we go. 180.
On play action, Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Flex round.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Double tight. Here we go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Going for the deep ball. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 180.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Running for it, here's Cook. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They run again on first down, Cook. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies are always different when they see a guy running the ball well.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Second down, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Go to 54. Go to 26.
Third and long for Prescott. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 5 yards to go. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got a third down and 5 to start things out.
Flex round! Flex round! Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go. What? 90.
4 down, 4 down.
What? Ohio. Ohio. Here we go. Under 10. What? 90. What? 90.
They're going to look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that. And when they...
Oh, Prescott stripped.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
There we go.
Boy down. He's mine.
Prescott down on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Check three.
Play action now. Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
This is taken at the 23. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Let's go.
We got 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
Come on, let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
We got 4 down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Check 4.
Single.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. Flex round.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
That's it, baby. That's it. Big hit. Strong right.
Let's go. White, 90.
After the penalty, it's Jones. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Two times. Here we go.
They'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And to give this time to the tailback. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Early lead in that one for the Packers. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down. There we go. Check.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Benjamin with it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So they're operating in the red zone.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here we go. All right,
Hey.
Prescott from the gun. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
It's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one, too.
I don't know about that.
So bad.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Chris Jones forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Single.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Prescott now from the 50. He's going to look deep down the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Santa Clara. Yeah, with all Packers right now, they've scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Here we go. What? 90.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Spencer. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Check 24, watch 24. Here we go. What? 90. What? Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. 49, check 49.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Motion.
Ohio! Ohio! Hut!
Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Can't stop me. Double tight,
Flex
guys,
round!
double tight.
Flex round! Here we flex round! Flex round!
Hey, we got
Ohio!
got four.
Ohio!
Got four down, four down.
Come on, let's go! What? 90!
Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15.
Come on, D! Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Mike's 50.
Let's go, D! Let's go! Hut! Hut!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Outside coming. That's it, baby.
Two times!
Hey, boys, we got four down.
Gun!
Prescott off play action. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Three down.
Hey, here we go.
Hey, check. Three down.
Then we're going to 53.
Switch it.
Then we're going to 53. Gun!
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Double tight. Four down. Check. Four down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Larry! Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 2nd down, Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Check, butt set. Check, butt set.
Kill.
6 on the go. 6 on the go. That's you.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Tight left. 4 down.
Here we go.
Check.
Here we go. Go to 54.
On play action, Prescott. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Fresh set of downs here.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Hey. 4 down. This is our time.
Here we go. Kill.
Our time right here.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Thomas barreling ahead. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Larry. Let's heat it up.
Here we go. What do you think? Then we're going to 53.
Now Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
Let's go. What? 90.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him
Here we
off.
go. What? 90. What? 90.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he fields it cleanly. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter from Oakland. The Raiders have widened their lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
What we got?
Let's go. Hut.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Here we go.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chris Jones in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Man left.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw here. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Come on, let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third and 10.
Here we go. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Let's go. Brad 38.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Give him 27 yards that time. And the Bills are going to have a first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ringo.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Let's get it.
It's already second and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Come on, let's go. What?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Here we go. Wide 8. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 8.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Tight end left.
Here we go.
Hey, boys, go
Wide
forward,
8.
go
We're
down.
going to 54. Wide 8.
Second down, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Third and long for Prescott. On the move to his left. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, you realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Watch tight end.
There we go.
Three down.
On second down, Prescott again. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 43 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Gun.
First down, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Tight left.
There we go. Going to 53.
Three down.
Prescott yet again. No, he almost had it.
Let's go.
Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
That was a good explosive run right there, and it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches, got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Cook twisting away. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Double tight.
Come on, let's go.
We got three.
What? 90.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll escape to his right. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
They'll set up the throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Here we go. What? 90.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done
What?
there.
90. What? 90. Hut. Flex round. Flex round.
Double up.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Run to the ball. We got a runner.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight here right, tight here right.
Let's go. Next round. Ohio.
They'll set up a throw. Breaks a tackle. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Red 38. Ohio. Next round.
On third down. That's Hale. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bills cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Man left, man left.
Come on, let's go. What?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
4 down, 4 down.
Here we go. Wide 8.
And Prescott here to throw. He finds Hillman. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here we go. 26.
Throwing, Prescott. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Take 4, take 4.
Here we go. 26.
Throwing here, Prescott. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Kill.
Hey.
Here we go.
Hey,
Wide 8. Here we go. Going to 54. Got it.
4 down.
Wide 8.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Here we go.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
He's going to let it go here for Hillman. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to...
you